An area redevelopment project could be put on hold because of funding cuts to a program that helps clean up contaminated sites.
The Hennepin County Environmental Response Fund helps clean up polluted land like the former Howe Fertilizer Site in Brooklyn Center. But as Alexandra Renslow explains, those types of projects are about to get more expensive for developers.
Before Caribou Coffee moved into its Brooklyn Center headquarters, the land looked like this, a contaminated wood treating site requiring millions of dollars in Hennepin County grant money to clean it up.
These are sites that often are just sitting vacant or sitting with dilapidated structures and may sit for years before they're redeveloped because of that additional cost that's involved.
But the environmental funds that help developers cover the cost of contamination cleanup weren't renewed by the legislature and are set to expire in January. That could jeopardize projects like the Howe Fertilizer Site in Brooklyn Center, which is slated to become a commercial office building. But first, the developer says he needs help covering the $1.5 million cost of contamination cleanup.
And it goes back into putting property back into productive use, increasing property values, creating jobs, creating housing units. It's good for our economy as a whole.
There's bigger problems, there's bigger issues out there.
Chris Galler sees it differently.
We believe they probably need the money. We haven't argued the fact that, yeah, there's jobs that have been created by it. We just don't think taxing homeowners when they're transacting real estate is the right way to raise it.
Because cleanup money comes from a .02 tax paid by home buyers, Galler believes it's an unfair tax.
If they want to raise it and it's a county-wide problem, then it should be a county-wide tax. Everybody should share in the burden.
In the meantime, there are more than 4,300 contaminated sites currently in Hennepin County. And without funding, county officials believe they might stay that way.
Without this in place, there are projects that are going to stand still.
The cleanup funding will expire in January. Now, there is one more round of funds that will be distributed this fall. And Mike and Jennifer, the developer of that Howe Fertilizer Site, is hoping to get that money. If he doesn't, he says he doesn't know how he'll go forward with the redevelopment of that project.
Some expensive projects.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Alex.